Wap, 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 wap. Hello. Hello, how are everyone doing? I don't know words anymore. Hello, hello, hello. We are back with Pathfinder. So, last time we have set off on a little adventure. And why am I still talking and not switching to Pathfinder? There we go. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I had a long day at work today, so stream will be probably very short. I don't really intend to do much. We will go talk to... Oh yeah, I had to load... Okay, so there was a problem with a save, so I had to load back a little bit. Redo the conversation with, you know, our fiery tiefling friend. I have problem with names, so sorry if I don't remember right now everyone's name. Yeah, we're going back to... since I finished the dialogue and I wanted to set up things... Yeah, we're going to talk to the sister, Kalika. Yeah, we talked to Kenareth, and I want to speak with Kalika too before we set out. I think that's gonna be alright to do. Yeah. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Very short, very concise. My plan for today is talk to Kalika, because we didn't talk to her last time. Then go to Nerissa, the nymph, at the other side of the map. Talk to her, see what's going on there. Probably get ambushed and attack. And probably gonna end stream somewhere over there. I don't plan to stream for long. I plan to probably go for like an hour and a half, at most 2, but I don't think I'm going to hit 2 hours today. But we'll see. I'd like to talk to your sister. With that stiff, Kenrith wrinkles her nose, but seems strangely saddened. Very well, I'll get her. So long. The tiefling girl greets you warmly, but seems a little distracted. I'm glad to see you at my hearth. She bites her lip and adds in a whisper, have you seen the sweet thief? I can't get them out of the house, and I'm so scared they'll suspect something and reveal our secret, Kenrith and mine. I wish I could keep them busy somewhere out of town. But anyway, welcome. Okay, can I tell her about the what do we have here? I'd like to ask you a few questions about your past. I'd like to let's talk about how you are now. I want to talk to you about what it means to be a tiefling. Tell me about Quadira. It's strange what happened with the Disc of the Eclipse. Why did you decide to remain in my lands after you found and activated the relic? You could have left. I'd like to talk to your sister. I never wish to see you or your sister in my domain again. I have to go, so long, Klika. Damn it. Somebody's knocking on my door. Give me a moment. Damn it, you pressed the wrong button. Give me a moment, I'm just pausing the game for a moment. There we go. Yeah, gonna be right back. Damn. Right at the start. Okay, nothing really that important. But as always, everything needs to be done at the exact time I start the stream. Anyway. Let's start from the top. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your past. Ask me anything. We owe you much, and being open with you is the least I can do to repay you. Tell me the story of you and your sister, from the beginning. My sister and I were born in Quadira, the country of the radiant Serenray, where we tieflings are not very welcome. But for my sister, this was more a challenge than a barrier. She wanted respect, power, and wealth, things we were unlikely to get being who we are. But she found a way. The people of Quadira revere the blood of the skies with the same fanaticism with which they distrust the blood of hell. Aasimars, especially Emberkin, are welcome guests in any house. Pretend to be one of them, and all doors are open to you. I didn't want to participate in this masquerade, but my sister insisted. We played upon our resistance to fire, and her gift of controlling the forces of nature. Both are often taken as signs of Serenray's goodwill. But it was not enough to entirely hide our essence and pass as an Emberkin, and Kenref asked for help. She asked a master of deception and illusion. Kalika frowns. She obviously wishes to get through this part of the story as quickly as possible. We left our native desert, crossed half of the country to avoid accidentally crossing paths with anyone from our tribe, and set off for a new life in a new skin. What made you flee Quadira? Trouble, Kalika says quietly. My sister and I took different paths. Kenref was able to earn the trust of a powerful patron, one of Serenray's fanatics, a member of the cult of the Dawnflower. His mercenaries hunted down secret cults and monsters day and night, Meanwhile, I found a group of castaways who reminded me of my sister and I as children. Tieflings and genie spawn. We gathered in secret to share our sorrows and dream of finding our place in the sun. Time passed and the gatherings became more bitter. We yearned to prove that monster blood does not make us monsters. We spoke of how we should unite and enter the great games of Quadira. Quadirian aristocracy, supporting those who were ready to accept us as equals and bringing down their opponents. We planned to use me as a cover, a beautiful emberkin, who would be the voice of the castaways. The girl lowers her head. One evening, my sister came to me, full of careless grace. She told me that there was to be a raid on our secret meeting that very night. I had to stay home and not even think of warning the others. It was hard to guess how she found out. The raid was to be led by followers of the cult of the Dawnflower, fanatics who fancy themselves cleansing flames, saving the world from evil. Kenrith's patron, first among them. At the moment, I realized my sister loved me so much that she was ready to set aside her aspirations and warn me of danger. But I also realized something else. Kenrith was ready to sacrifice any number of innocent lives to get what she wanted. I ran away, after yelling in her face that she was a monster. I left her to warn my friends. It's the last time I saw my sister alive. I tried to save my friends from the raid, but came face to face with wizards from the cult of the Dawnflower. They were able to dispel the illusion that protected me and found out I was tiefling. My secret was revealed, along with my sister's. What a shock it must have been for a patron to find out that a clever tiefling was serving at his side, disguised as a righteous Aasimar. There is no worse deed in Quadira than disgracing your patron. Kenrith knew this well and tried to flee, terrified of his wrath. But she couldn't get away. Trouble came to her from a place she didn't expect. Ask her about the details if you want. I lack strength to talk about it. The truth is, I betrayed our secret, and my sister died because of it. I was able to bring her back to life, but bitterness has scorned my heart, and will be a part of me until my death. I sympathize with both of you. Don't blame yourself. How could you sit at home knowing that your friends would be captured and dragged to a torture chamber? How could you put the life and safety of your sister at risk for a bunch of troublemakers of all things? You and your sister seem to have done everything you could to destroy each other's lives. All this could have been avoided if only you were able to agree. It's hard to imagine a more foolish act. It's a sad outcome, but quite predictable. I would go with one of the good ones. I sympathize with both of you, I think is a solid one. 5 goes hard, but I'd pick 2. Hello, Milo. I almost missed your chat message. Got a bit too focused on the game. Yeah, I kinda want to pick 2 as well. But yeah, okay. Chaotic good. Don't blame yourself. How could you sit at home knowing that your friends would be captured and dragged to a torture chamber? I don't know the answer, Shaggy, but I do see that my good heart led my sister, jewel of my heart, to her death. I still cannot tell whether I was right or not, or how I would act if faced with a similar choice. I wish Kenref and I were more alike. We nearly destroyed each other after failing to accept each other's wishes. And the paths we chose, sometimes I feel that the life we now live is the best we could hope for. We could never meet, can never share each other's sorrows, but at least I don't have to be upset about her cruelty towards others, and she about my softness and recklessness. How was the D&D session? Okay, so I was playing Warhammer last week with my friends, and their characters almost died. They almost got stabbed to death and also shot with crossbows. One of them got a permanent injury to the hand, and the other got, I believe, just teeth knocked out of them. Yeah, almost. They almost died. They only went to -4 hit points. So, you know, they were alright. Yeah. They had a little detective session. They were looking for a very shady man. They found him, and because they were arguing about how to proceed and couldn't really agree, and then started to wait to see what happens, they lost him. And then he attacked them because they didn't leave the city even though they knew he was planning to attack them. So during the attack they got permanent injuries and almost died. But it was a very fun session. We all had a lot of fun. Mostly because we were constantly joking about them going to die. Yeah, and probably because they were also drinking a whole lot. Okay, back to the game. Back to Kingmaker. Mysterious adventure session. Yeah. Okay. How did you end up living in turns? After my sister almost got my friends killed, and I, in my turn, brought the wrath of her former patron down upon her, Kenref died as she fled from him. In terror, I could only pray to the higher powers, and the Acronophiengs Nephis Herald answered this prayer. I cannot pronounce this. Who can pronounce this? Arcan O. Arcanophaean. 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 Nephis' herald answered this prayer. I couldn't believe it when she answered my prayer. She promised to bring Kenref back to life on 2 conditions. We would never be able to meet again, and we must keep secret everything that happened. By Nephis' power, my sister and I received our special connection. We cannot be in the same time and reality simultaneously. While one of us is in the material plane, the other one sleeps in a demi-plane, one specially created for us. What do you mean, shaped energy? When did I say shaped energy? Wait, when did they say... Did they read it and didn't register, or did they say it? Wait, huh? The goddess. Huh? The goddess. The second one. Huh? Nephis? Herald answered this prayer. I am trying to understand what you're trying to say. Oh. Appearing as a woman-shaped cloud of swirling energy. This creature serves as the herald of Nephis, as a supernatural creature created in a moment of lucidity by an insane, omniscient god. The Arcanophienne is often left to her own devices when her master does not need her, and wanders Glorion and the planes searching for new sensations and meaning to her existence, and that of the multiverse. Why so specific? Because it's gods, and gods in D&D and Pathfinder and all that. Down bad, insane god. Nephis. The all-seeing eye. Yeah, god of magic. You don't know what's going on in his head. Always making some women. The divine creature made us agree to these mysterious conditions. And what's even more mysterious, we weren't punished when you discovered our secret. But I think I can hear a storm murmuring on the horizon. We might yet have to pray for our faults. But come, what may, at least I did everything I could to tear my sister from the arms of death. How did you end up at Jamandi's mansion? Oh, I cannot answer that question in much detail. The Kaesi you met at the reception in Restov was Kenref. At the time, I'd been sleeping in our demiplane for over a month. I didn't even know my sister wanted to join the expedition that Lady Jamandi was sending. And then suddenly I was thrown out into reality, in the middle of a burning mansion with assassin dashing about, and the Sword Lord fighting monsters in the Grand Hall. Kenref and I usually keep a diary to tell each other in detail what happened during the day, but I didn't exactly have time to read it, and I doubt she had time to write anything during the attack. I ran into the hall and tried to help Jamandi, and then you and your companions appeared. We held back the attack, and you and Tartusio began accusing each other of spying. Meanwhile, I still couldn't understand what was happening or where I was. I had to pretend to distrust both sides of your argument, or I might have given myself away too easily. And I had to protect our secret. It was one of the conditions of our agreement with Nephis. Can't guess if the sisters leave some messages for each other when they switch. They said it a couple of times. They do have a diary, and they write everything they do and what they think in the diary, and when they switch they just read the diary to learn everything. And I don't know if you saw the beginning of the streams of how the story began. They switched in the middle, as she describes here. We met her, she was going to join us, then she ran into a building and disappeared. And then we met her at the final stage, where she helped us fight. And then acted like she never offered to help us in the first place. But back to the this. You had me racking my brains. A girl showed up, acting like she wants to be my friend, and the next moment turns her nose up like she's seeing me for the first time. Kalika smiles faintly. Then you can begin to imagine what it's like for us. People approach me all the time and start talking like they are my friends, and I just stand there trying to remember lines from the diary. Is it the gnome with blue hair, a new admirer who has twice given me flowers, or the gnome banker who wishes to discuss investments in the Tors of Lovenius mines? I found out what I wanted, thank you. As you wish. Gnome? Gnome? Yeah, gnomes. We're gonna have a gnome here. I think I remember there were... Yes, there's for sure a gnome who is, I think, an artificer. And specifically an alchemist. Who I for sure will add to my party. Because he's kinda funny. I don't remember exactly where to find him or when he appears, but I know that he's in the game for sure. I also know that he appears in the second game because I am much more familiar with the second game. I beat the Wrath of the Righteous, the next game, like 3 times. And this one I played when I was a teenager and I barely understood English. Who do you want to romance this round, by the way? I think the twins, Kalika and Kenref. I didn't play this DLC when I played this game before. So I think I'm gonna try to romance them, because I know they are both romanceable, and I know that you can romance both of them at the same time. Also, I went on Malif's Discord and asked everybody on their opinions. So, yeah, they also agreed that twins are the better choice. Any other pros? They are cute and they are tieflings. Women with horn and tail. I like. Or you're just into double trouble. Yeah. I might be. Yeah, we're going to Wamoko romance this run. Might be fun. Okay, let's continue the dialogue. Let's talk about how you are now. Kalika smiles faintly, but her eyes remain sad. Ask what you will. Do you worship Nephis? Tell me about him. Nephis is the god of magic. There are no limits to his power. Kalika speaks with awe. I want the barbarian lady for myself. Unfortunately, she is not romanceable. If she was, she would be my first pick. He was born human, but achieved such unparalleled mastery of magic that he gained divine power. He is the embodiment of paradoxes, contradictions, and making the impossible come true. I called on him at the moment of my greatest need, and he, through his herald, helped me when all the kind and meaningful gods fell silent. But I'm no naive worshipper. The gods, especially him, are powerful and unpredictable. Besides, he's hardly interested in my gratitude. But I do honor those who help me. X. Yeah. Who is your savior, the Archon of Phaeon? Nephis' herald and his creation. She's a living whirlwind of magic energy, an amazing and powerful creature. She often takes interest in the business of mortals and manifests Nephis' will. In her case, I think she's done both. The Arconomyphen wanted to intervene and help, but she also told us that Nephis was aware of what happened. It's so strange to think that a deity turned his eye on you, if only for a moment. I can imagine Nephis as just the world's most annoyed wizard. Shut up already, or a giant fireball will blow from the sky type annoyed wizard. Yeah, I can imagine that too, but I would imagine that instead of just straight up throwing a fireball, he would make a rain of chickens and then make the chickens explode with ice and then melt the ice to drown you. Because Nephis' ways are mysterious indeed. Like the most annoyed wizard that just casts the most fucked up spells to get through the day quicker. Tell me about your sister. A smile, sincere but sad, appeared. Let's go gambling. Blessings. Yeah. A smile, sincere but sad, appears on Kalika's face. My sister and I, are twins, but we're as different as day and night. She was named Kenref, which means silent flame in our tribe's language, and I am named Kalika, silent storm. Kenref was born a few minutes before me. I suppose she just elbowed me out of the way in her mother's womb to become the firstborn. Being the first, that's what she always craved. I never felt offended by it, though. Whenever the storm clouds gathered above our heads, heralding danger and trouble, my sister walked forward, one step ahead, tightly holding my hand. I found out what I wanted. Thank you. As you wish. I wanted to talk to you about what it means to be a tiefling. Oh, I could tell you a lot about it. How do tieflings come into the world? We are what happens when mortals mix their blood with evil outsiders. Mostly demons, daemons, or as with me and my sister, devils. This heritage can manifest through many generations and can be a cruel blow for the parents of a tiefling. Kalika frowns. As you probably know, there's hardly a corner in Golarion where the birth of someone like me is considered a welcome gift. Yes, we are talking, but with the other sister. I just want to get through all of her dialogue to see if she says things differently. She already did talk about similar stuff, but from her perspective, she thinks a bit differently than her sister. So I want to get her opinion on the same stuff as her sister. That's why I'm doing this first. We're going to do the action stuff right after the dialogue. 2 out of 10 scenarios, writer team. Many think that they just repeat the same stuff. No, her dialogue is different. Kenref didn't specify immediately that they were from the devils, and she said a bit different stuff. They do say different stuff answered to these same questions. Many think that evil literally runs in tieflings' blood, owning to the heritage of their ancestors. Those who think so are both right and wrong. Your fate is not written by your blood alone. Surrendering to the temptation of evil is a choice every tiefling must make for themselves. No more questions about this. Also, Kenref had more questions that I could ask her about this than Kalika had. Tell me about Quadira. It's a beautiful land, but quite unlike the Stolen Lands. My sister and I grew up in a place dominated by the desert. I've often heard from travelers that such landscapes depress them, but there's nowhere I feel more at home. Sand drifts under the sun, life hiding where you'd never expect it. The lush green of a suddenly revealed oasis. They are austere lands, but can be breathtaking. The cities of Quadira are an endless whirlwind of turmoil and bright colors. Some say the heart and essence of every Quadirian city is its temple to Serenre. Ever since our country was blessed by the radiant goddess. But I'd put it differently. The heart of every city is a noisy market with its tenants. In every color you could imagine. Most of the city's life happens at the market. People go there not only to trade, but also to have fun, negotiate and spin their intrigues. Take away the market, and what's left of Quadira? It's strange what happened with the disc of the eclipse. Kalika nods. Ancient forces can be mysterious. I thought we'd need to spend a lot of time studying the properties of the disc before we learned how to use it. But it just worked as soon as we touched it. If I understood its action correctly, it attuned itself to the connection between the material plane and our demiplane. Now we can move between them at will, and the rest is handled by our strange interconnection. I step into the demi-plane, and Nephthys' power transports Kenref from there to the material plane. I posted the video finally, no views since 3 days on my Polish channel. I'm going to check that out. Right after the stream, I'm gonna probably watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna be ordering food after stream, so when the food arrives, I will probably watch it while eating. The notification that you posted the video might have got buried under all of my notifications, because I was clearing my phone and I had a shitload. Gonna for sure watch it. Why did you decide to remain in my lands after you found and activated the relic? You could have left. I like living here. For the first time since fleeing Quadira, I feel there's a place in the world I can call home. And besides, Kalika frowns. I probably should have brought this up myself, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I am very, very worried about the forefather, the devil my sister made a contract with, long ago in Quadira. Kenref thinks he's no longer a threat to us, since her death annulled the contract, but I don't believe such a creature can ever leave us in peace. I'd like there to be someone besides me who I can rely on in case he shows up again. You can rely on me. We'll find a way to deal with that devil. Did my stream fucking died? Hello? Give me a moment. I can see recording normally. No, it's going here. No, oh. The chat is going. Okay, so according to my OBS, the stream is currently dead and not going. But according to everything else, I am live. Send another if you can hear me, Milo. That's gonna be proof that you can hear me and I can ignore the OBS. No. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna ignore the OBS telling me that I am not streaming now and continue. Okay, I have to go. So long, Kalika. The girl lowers her head. Good luck to you in everything you do. Oh wait, I'm gonna read the dialogue very quick again. You can rely on me, we'll find a way to deal with that devil. If things get bad, we'll have to flee again, or we'll put you and your people at great risk. But I believe it's here that we will find the strength to face hell's claim on us. I have to go, so long, good luck in everything you do. Okay.
I'm there.
Let's go. And now we're going to my first romance option that I decided to not pursue.
In due time.
Okay. So we're taking Valerie with us because we need somebody to take hits. And Regonger has been doing good. Tristan is much better healer than Harim. Also, I didn't level up Harim and I don't feel like it right now. I should probably level up our Inquisitor, but I'm not gonna. Harim the Forgotten, yeah. Yeah. When I'm going to find some dwarven fortress, I'm gonna take him with me instead of Tristan. But for now, he's here. He could have joined me in the first act. Maybe he would have made the team. You know what? I'm gonna switch him out. Switch Regongor up for Amiri. Okay. And we're going with our team, which is now... Wait. Our team is now more than 50% women. Man, woman, man, I think. Women, women, women. Okay. Yeah. I can accept traveling with my harem. I do not want to enter this location. Other side of the river, and let's go. There is someone on the road. Get ready. Not even a chance to avoid.
I shall end this suffering.
It's a troll. I should probably do the turn base. Okay. And they are in the wrong positions because they didn't readjust. And in terms of races, human, human, elf, tiefling, human. Now, in terms of races, we have human, 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 halfling, which is basically hobbit, tiefling, and human. Yeah. So it's all human and halfling and tiefling. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good aura range. Kenref can shoot from there. Yeah. And she's using Burning Infusion. That's very good. Let's do the Empowered.
Taste my fury.
Yeah, so now that he took Aura farming range. Yeah, now that he took fire damage, he will not be able to regenerate. I think. Yeah. Regeneration 5. Remove regeneration with acid or fire. And since we have Kenref, we're going to every turn remove his regeneration. Because we're burning him alive. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna remove that one. And now Amiri. And she can even charge it. Okay. I didn't expect her to be able to charge that. Yeah, that's 21 damage. We're almost done here. Oh, there's one. I didn't notice that. Dalton and a guard. Okay. Damn it, my buffs take a whole turn. I'm just gonna shoot him with a bow. And now Scooby is going to just be there to soak hits. Halfling's model is so slow, small. Yeah. And Amiri, I'm not Amiri, Valerie, can't make it into melee range. Christian a bit forward, and I think just a simple bless. Everybody's in range. And everybody's buffed. Okay, so Scoob did some crazy fucking dodging there. Armor class of 24 and the troll missed. 14 and 19. That was some lucky rolls. Did she cast it? 6 6 hit dice or damn it. They have 6 exactly. Okay, so I think they are just impervious to that one.
This is going to hurt.
Yeah, no regeneration. Don't take my kill. Okay. Damn. Okay. What the fuck was that? Information update. Did she crit him? Amiri dealt 52 damage to each roll. What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm gonna put her over here. Oh shit. Okay, we are getting double trouble.
You should have run!
That was some shitty shooting. Yeah, that was some poor shooting. Okay, so Scoob will charge him just to stop him over here. Oh, there we go. I love the dog's ability to just throw everybody on the ground. Okay. I'm gonna move Valerie here to be an extra shield. And Trishan will buff Amiri. So that should make her absolutely decimate the next one as well. And Lindsay will move this song over. And demoralize this one. Which is success. So, because he's demoralized now, Faken, he has -2 penalty on attack, saves, and skill checks. And Kenref will make sure this one doesn't regenerate. Wait. Shit. I did not see that. Protection from fire. And he's raging and all that. So I need acid for him specifically. Okay. Okay, that's a protective one. I'd like this guard to also not die.
They go down!
22 damage.
Strike!
Yeah, gonna have to. I am focusing and thinking too much. We can see the mark on him, right? This mark is for sure giving him the power up. Ship fails. Damn. And Valerie finally in the melee range. Okay, I just wanted to check if she had acid. Does anybody in our team actually have acid? Yeah, I do have acid. Okay, so on my turn I will throw acid at him. I'm going to probably... Also, how much health is good? It's alright. Not gonna waste a fireball on them. Okay, so Tristan will just try to shoot at the bigger one. And Lindsay will continue on this. And yeah, that should be also. Gather power low. Power.
Flames take you.
Okay. Okay, he didn't kill the guard yet. That's good. Okay, Amiri takes another one. And now I can use my acid before I forget. There we go. Now he can't regenerate. Yeah, guard, don't walk up to this troll. He will obliterate you. And I think we got him. Yeah, there we go. Now to finish him off.
You forced my hand.
Trishan misses. I still got a free hit in. Yeah, I think we can just go normal fighting. I don't know, I kind of ran over to him. Oh wait, I think we need to... Yeah, we need that acid. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, the guy had acid, okay. That's good, because if we didn't have acid, we would just be beating him down for the rest of our lives. I was going to start to go through all the characters. Can anybody deal acid damage? An elderly half-elf stands before you. His sun-bleached hair reveal him as a seasoned traveler, and the confidence with which he held his bow reveals him to be a seasoned warrior. And his cart full of various items. It seems a trader as well. Damn trolls. Almost die from the stink alone. The half-elf wipes the sweat from his brow. They almost had me. Since when are trolls not afraid of fire? Good thing I had a few flasks of acid among my goods. Yeah, if you didn't have that acid, we would be beating him down for the rest of the day. Thank you for your timely rescue, friends. Despite his confident gaze, his voice trembles slightly. A few moments more and I would have... He frowns. Whoever rules this land gives little care to its safety. Formerly safe trade roads are given over to trolls and not a guard to be seen. But where are my manners? I am Dalton, from Midland, a merchant by trade. Who are you? So about that. I'm the Baron of these lands. Your words are fair. I'll do what I can to make the roads safer. I can just pretend I don't rule these lands. This criticism does not concern me. Okay, I'm probably gonna go lawful good. Yeah, I'm the Baron of these lands. Your words are fair. I'll do what I can to make the roads safer. Oh, I beg you, forgiveness, your grace. Dalton bows politely. But these trolls, they are a threat to everyone. They've attacked several villages, destroyed several bridges, and are scaring away trade caravans. Worse than bandits by far. If your grace is willing to resolve the matter, I know a mage living nearby. I visit him from time to time to sell him regents for his spells. He's an expert on trolls. Might know why they've suddenly became bolder and fireproof. I can see you're an experienced trader. Would you consider operating exclusively in my barony? Dalton frowns. Don't get me wrong, your grace, but I've family in Brevoy, so my road always must take me there, no matter how dangerous the journey. The roads are unsafe. I would suggest you go no further than the capital, and wait until the roads can be garrisoned properly. There's still plenty of trade to be had elsewhere in the region. You're right, the roads are dangerous. Trolls are the least of your concerns. If you were to leave the barony, you might be killed on the road by a random traveler, even one such as myself. I will respect your wishes. Yeah, watch out for any accidents on the road. You know, I'm picking the option 1. The roads aren't safe. There's still plenty of trade to be had elsewhere in the region. If things are bad, well, then perhaps I shall conduct my business here for a time. Very well. Tell me about this mage. Dalton scratches his head. Bartholomew is his name. He's not bad for a human. Always so polite, so respectful, but there is something odd about him. He lives alone in the middle of the woods, his house is surrounded by traps with a single safe road leading to it. No bandits nor trolls scare him. And the way he looks at you, it's like he's examining you, like he's considering to crack you open to see what's inside. The chills. Any other dangers on the road? Trolls aren't enough, huh? Dalton laughs, then frowns. Actually, I have heard a disturbing rumor. It's said a Hodak has made a lair in a cave south of here. Whether true or not, traders are taking no chances, taking forest routes instead. Let me mark the cave on your map. Amiri grins. I've never fought a Hodag yet. Okay, so we have the target for her next quest. You're from Mivon, you say. What is their view on this new barony? Long ago, Mivon was founded by the Sword Lords, who refused to bow before the new ruler and fled Bravoy. While not Bravoyans anymore, our people and the people here have a lot in common. As I've heard, the barony here was founded by people from Restov. We look upon them as distant cousins, I suppose. Dalton smiles. Welcome, cousins. That is not a family you'd rather forget. Good fortune to you and safe travels. Hold a moment. I didn't have a chance to reward you for your help. Fortunes are best shared after all. Safe travels. And we got 3 healing potions and 100 coins. Very good, because we are running thin on money. Nature of the beast. Yeah. Is Amiri? Yeah, Amiri is tired from the rage.
What troubles you?
And yeah. Okay, Lindsay just has lingering performance active.
Follow if you dare.
Oh yeah, and treasures. Can grab some treasure. Scroll of Cure Light Wounds. There we go. And we can also rob the merchant. Very good. So glad you didn't get killed, so I can take all of your stuff. In the broad daylight. The fallen tree is burying the wagon's way.
I do what I must.
Oh, I can just... okay. Good luck with the tree. Lone house. Do I want to go there, or do I want to... Jugglers. Okay, I'm gonna check the lone house. Very quickly on the way. I started the stream later than I wanted, and tight schedule and all that, so don't know how far I'll go today. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. Now that's a proper fighting formation. Just would switch up Valerie and Miri. Honestly. Bastard sword. This bandit died by triggering a trap. And a bastard sword +1. What is Valerie using? Masterwork bastard sword. Yeah, switching up to this one. And we got better damage. That's good.
In due time.
We should walk slowly because we know there are traps here.
Somebody save me! Help!
A barefoot young man is in tattered clothes stands before you. His eyes dart about widely, and his matted hair sticks up in dirty spikes. Help! Help! The young man yells, even though you're right in front of him. What's wrong with you? What happened? Help! The man's scream subsides as he finally notices your presence. Wayne! He manages at last. His eyes are wide, so wide that they look like they might fall out of his sockets. He's mad in the head. Let him rot. Who are you? Traders. We're traders. Lexon and me. Wayne waves his hand vaguely as he relaxes. He starts to bubble. We usually come to visit the local mage, bring him food, and he gives us magic trinkets in exchange. We last came a month ago. Left him some supplies. We were riding back today, and we wanted to stop and pick up an order he promised to complete. Well, Lexon stayed to guard the cart while I went to the mage's house. This mage has a bunch of traps around his house. Scares off the trolls, you see. He even put a warning sign up by the road, so people wouldn't get hurt. You just have to stick to the road. Trolls are stupid, can't read, so they get caught. But I didn't stick to the road. I thought I saw something glintering in the underbrush. Soon as I approached, boom! Suddenly I was flying upside down. Wayne lifts his hand sharply to mimic the blast. When I landed, I was too scared to move. So many traps around, I wouldn't survive a second. Boom! Cowards like this make me sick. He'd shit himself at the sight of a rabbit. I love fucking Amiri. So, do you want to get back to where are your boots? Wayne looks at his feet, perplexed. He moves his toes as though trying to feel out the inside of an invisible boot. Boom! He answered at last. So how long have you been standing there? Wayne stares at you blankly for a moment, then shrugs. 4 hours? Maybe more? Wait, you've been standing here screaming in fear for 4 hours because there might be traps around you. Wayne stares at you silently for a moment, then nods. So do you want to get back to the road? Whoa, shit, what'd they do? How'd they do it? So do you want to get back to the road? Wayne begins frantically nodding, then stops, thinking the matter over, and begins frantically shaking his head instead. Enough sniveling. One hit from me will fix him. Yeah, sure. Knock him the fuck out. Alright, Amiri, he's yours. Amiri shows off the grin that haunts her rivals to the end of their days. The rivals who can run fast enough, that is. Her hand grips her sword. Scared to death, Wayne runs towards the safety of the road. Yeah. Nice one. Fuck! Fucking knew it!
I'm there.
I'm glad you called.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the gather power. And where's the road? It's gonna blow. It's gonna. It didn't blow up.
Not my lucky day.
Fuck. Nice job, Lindsay.
What's that?
Oh, fuck, fuck. No, 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 no.
Let's make this
Whoa,
quick.
fuck. Okay, there's only like 2 spiders. That's alright. Okay. At least it's only the spiders. The stone is covered with soot. Okay, we made it to the front of the hut.
My
That's good.
skills are absolute.
Very good. Gonna heal up very quick. Yeah, for sure gonna heal up Valerie. And Tristan too. Need key. Amazing. Great. A cozy house stands away from the main road. An excellent place for a hermit. The fence is low and there are no gates. The owner of this place doesn't seem to be afraid of intruders.
I failed.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
that's
sorry.
luck. Fails to pick lock. Bartholomew Delgado. A middle-aged man stands before you. His clothes are not too gaudy, but tasteful. Despite living in the wilderness, he looks well-groomed, even dapper. His mustache is slick, and the nails on agile, soft hands are meticulously polished. What a pleasant surprise! Welcome, Your Grace. Would you like a cup of tea? Something stronger, perhaps? It's a great honor for a humble hermit entertaining such an important personage. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bartholomew Delgado, at your service. How may I be of assistance? Do you know anything about the local trolls who are resistant to fire? Do you have anything for sale? I'm gonna start with. Certainly. Okay, so I'm going to give you all this. You're gonna give me 130. And then I'm not gonna know what to do further. Ring of Protection +2, that's 8,000. Giant Slayer's Clasp. This necklace gives its wearer the inherent +2 dodge bonus to AC against the attacks of a monster with giant subtype. So trolls and stuff like that would be welcome, but not really necessary. Bolt of Dexterity +2 we already have. Headband of Intelligence, of Vast Intelligence +2. Not really needed that badly at the moment. A bag of holding. 2,500. Yeah, I can use that one. Yeah, that's good. Pouch of feathery tokens. These feathers were enchanted by a crafty wizard. Each of them can turn into a large oak. Transmutation. Wand of Acid Arrow. Oh, that's a good one. Potion of Heroism. Wand of Acid Arrow. I'm gonna grab that one. Yeah. And probably gonna equip it for Lindsay. She already has Magic Missile. 2 wands of Magic Missile. Can I actually? No, I cannot give that to her. Okay. Acid Arrow for Lindsay. Why? Curse of Feeble. She still has that. How do I get rid? I forgot she has that. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure it out later. You seem to be an educated man. What are you doing in these woods? I'm simply a humble researcher in the field of esoteric sciences, and I've chosen this location to work in peace, away from the noise of the city. When the environment is quiet and the air is fresh, ink just begins to be set to paper. These traps in the woods, are they yours? They're mine, yes. You see, while I'm happy to welcome guests, I prefer those who are capable of coherent speech. I have neither interest in nor desire to waste my time with fighting off every monster that comes across my dwelling. But I did leave a safe passage for those who can read. I even installed a sign. You must have seen it. So what if someone can't read? Amiri frowns. Bartholomew shrugs. Literacy is one of humanity's most significant achievements. Trust me, my traps aren't even close to the worst dangers threatening anyone who chooses to remain in the darkness of ignorance. Though I suppose if I ever meet a painter here, I could ask them to add a picture to my warning sign. Oh, what about local bandits? Do they bother you here? They tried once, and now they make every effort to stay away. They only show up if they don't have any other options. And even then, they just politely ask me to enchant their arrows. Sometimes even those who can read get caught in your traps. A trader by the name of Wayne, for instance. Oh, Wayne! Frankly, I wonder what was going on in his brain that he just rushed into the forest, being perfectly aware of danger. Obviously, if you hadn't rescued him, I would, just a bit later, after he'd learned his lesson. Thank you for satisfying my curiosity. I'm always happy to help those who seek knowledge. A question about traps. Oh, no, actually, no question. Do you know anything about the local trolls who are resistant to fire? I've never heard anything like it. If it is true, I'll have to revise my defenses. Bartholomew suddenly goes silent, frowns and closes his eyes. Your Grace, I'm afraid we must intermit that conversation for now. A moment ago, a troll was caught in one of my fire traps, and it was unharmed. I suggest that a chance to explore its corpse would better equip me to answer your question. My liege, I humbly request your protection. Please follow me. Accompany Bartholomew. You go ahead. We need to prepare for the battle first. Yeah. Make haste if you can. It's a waste here, not far. You can't miss the spot. Okay, so Bartholomew goes. We're going to walk right after him.
Follow if you dare. Interesting.
Bartholomew. Okay. We should walk very carefully. And the troll should be right in front of us. There we go. And we
It's
just gonna
time to
quickly
act.
buff up. And acid mouth on our doggo. And magic fang as well. So now Scoop has acid mouth and extra bonus to hit. So he not only stops regenerations from trolls, even if they are resistant to fire, but he also has better chance to actually hit them with this. Immediately you're gonna drink the enlargement potion. And not really much else. Mage armor, I guess. She already has this armor, so not really helpful. She's doing a large person.
Something
Christian will do bless before battle, and probably also shield of faith. Yeah, he can give the shield of faith to Amiri.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Gonna give blur to Valerie.
I thought you'd never ask.
I don't think Kanref really needs anything.
What's taking so long?
Any
We should
buffs
move.
for her? I already used the aspect of the Falcon for myself. Do I have anything else I can cast very quick? Not really. Scroll of Prayer. Yeah, sure. Gonna pray. Oh, even empowered Bartholomew with our prayer. Very good, very good, very good.
Right here, my friend.
And also gonna quickly aid Amiri. And burst endurance Amiri as well. Yeah, 70 health, same as Valerie. And do I want anything else? Unbreakable Heart. No, I think that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Wound of Fine. Okay. Cool.
How may I help?
Anyway, let's go do our thing.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Okay, doggo. Immediately. Okay, so his regeneration is off. And the doggo puts himself in front of Bartholomew. Now, there we go. Valerie will be blocking the way. Kanaref should probably switch with Kalika. I forgot I wanted to do that. And there we go. Yeah, now we can actually deal damage. And fire in the hole. 19 damage from 2 shots. Forgot about the song as well. Yeah, Tristan. Just shoot him.
Try to make this swift.
Very good. And Amiri is going to probably... Okay, she can charge it. So, rage and charge. 25 damage. And now Scoob not only dealt acid damage, also threw him on the floor. Reaction to make a weapon, and now hit him. Okay. Didn't even... I didn't need to make that weapon. Never mind. Bartholomew walks around the troll's corpse. At least they are still vulnerable to steel and acid. Now let's look into why this creature lost its respect for fire. Bartholomew recites an incantation and waves his hand over the troll's chest, then points at a specific spot on it. There, branded on the flesh, is a symbol of a blacksmith's hammer, encircled by thorn-studded veins. Whatever this is, that's the reason its flesh didn't burn. The wizard slowly makes an incision around the brand, and then peels the flesh off, excising the brand completely. I must study this. Here's the key to my laboratory. Wait for me there. I'll join you soon enough. Without another word, Bartholomew whispers an incantation and vanishes. Okay. And it's a healing potion. Very good.
Here I am.
I'm always ready.
Okay, so gotta get to his
I do what I
house
must.
before all my buffs expire. Just in case. It's locked. Still locked. Just want to check. I want to, as quickly as possible, get through his quest to maybe keep all of my buffs on without having to reapply them.
You see that?
Oh, chest.
What's that?
Trap. Lindsay, go take the damage in your face.
Anything else?
Okay, just grab the things
I
from it.
failed. I'm
Why? Already failed to pick this lock. Whoa! I'm gonna grab a rogue next time.
In due time.
We don't have any rogues, I think. Serrated knives, stained needles, and manacles share shelves with flask, vials, and chemicals. The party suffers from light encumbrance. Oh yeah, light. Chests and books. That's some shambles. That's a Bartholomew's diary. Let's go through it. This is the title page of the diary, covered with crudely scratched symbols. There are numerous smaller smears, worn spots, cuts, and burns on it. Bartholomew obviously isn't a tidy type. The leather cover is spotted with acid burns. Page edges are tattered. There are 4 symbols carved on. The first page is B. 3 others stand separately. I and I. If B stands for the name Bartholomew, what does the I and I mean? Interesting. The Great Experiment, Day 104. I've burned all the previous notes, too embarrassed to remember what a complete fool I was. But now that I've got the creature, I call it Dimwit. Everything is going to be alright. Studying the troll's ability to regenerate will lead me to my ultimate goal. The Great Experiment, Day 112. Got a reason to celebrate. While determining Dimwit's pain threshold, I found out it practically has no such thing. Wounds, broken bones, amputations, and the rest of the perils of a warrior's or mage's life, free troll, these are no threat at all. The trick is to avoid getting carried away while working with fire or acid, so that impact spots will heal in several days. Amazing. Too bad I didn't dare to buy it at the very beginning of my way. The Great Experiment, Day 125. Staying in bed for the second day after the incident serves me right. I got a rifle too excited and came a bit too close to Dimwit. The beast bit my arm. Then it started shouting something like Bora Bora. I wonder what that means, if anything at all. The wounded hand is still sore. It even hurts to write this. I hate pain so much. Day 127. Here I am, lying in bed and thinking about how different we are. My unique intellect against its unbreakable animalistic stupidity. At the same time, its regeneration and some Kathnic ability to endure tortures and heal wounds against my human fragility and intolerance to pain. It's so I'll find the way to get what I need. Day 129. I got overzealous. Regeneration of 3 simultaneously amputated limbs proved to be an extremely slow process. All the resources of the troll's strength are barely enough for it to go on, and I probably shouldn't have used fire. In the wild environment and without my elixirs, the creature would be long dead. I will continue my experiments in 3 days or so. I feel I am close now. A few more efforts and I will really become invulnerable and invincible. Okay, so that's what I stands for. So standard Mad Mage wants to be fucking immortal. Temple of Roses by Elastine of Sinara. Don't feel like reading it. I put it on screen. Anybody can just pause and read if you want to. Token of the Dryad. That's gonna be extra money from the storyteller. I'm gonna be right with you then. I just want to explore the area. Okay, so nothing else. Okay. Dimwit. Borba. A hoarse croak comes from behind the bars. Borba. The troll sitting in the cage is so thin you can see his ribs through the skin. Although you see no scars, his pelt is matted with dried blood, and his eyes are dull and focused. Various knives, saws, and bloody manacles scatter about, leave little doubt about what this troll has suffered. Borbach, the troll croaks through clenched teeth. Kill me. Enough. It hurts. Bartholomew rushes into the laboratory, waving the sample of branded troll skin excitedly. It was simpler than I thought. This is just a simple spell of fire protection. Any competent wizard could cast it. The unusual element was the way this spell was applied. This wasn't cast by any human hand though. Oh no, the brand was stamped on with some artifact, which would make it possible to make trolls fire resistant in massive numbers. This is grave news for us all. My fire traps are useless now, and making acid traps will take time and resources. More importantly, for trolls to organize in such a way, there must be some greater intelligence operating behind the scenes. And if that's the case, the list of potential targets for a force that formidable in a short one. Bartholomew pauses, then begins to rummage through his lab. I promise you a reward, so please accept these acid wands. I'm afraid you may need them soon. So we get an extra wand of acid arrow. And first, explain to me why this troll is in your cage. Bartholomew's eyes light up. Oh yes, this is the greatest project of my career. I'm exploring the regenerative ability of trolls in the hopes of passing them on to humans. Can you imagine the possibilities? Pain, senility, mutilations, even death itself. Defeated. Oh, you weren't concerned I acquired the troll illicitly, were you? Don't worry, I purchased it legally. I'm not some poacher out roaming the barren lands. I sometimes have trouble accepting laws that would protect lowlives like him. But he is within his rights, unfortunately. Let's go through options so I can see what I want to choose. Because I'm not sure how I want to proceed. Trolls are sentient beings, not cattle to be bought and sold. I'm back one. Yeah, I want to go through all of that to think on the choices. Trolls are sentient beings, not cattle to be bought and sold. What you're doing is inhumane. Set him free. This is a disgusting practice, but it doesn't violate any laws. I can't forbid you to continue your experiments. I don't care about the nature of your experiments, so long as no harm comes to my subjects. This is reprehensible. I don't care how you acquired this creature. I won't tolerate such cruelty in my lands. Kill him quickly and humanely. Sounds interesting. Proceed. I look forward to hearing your results. Huh. I wouldn't set him free. Yeah, I wouldn't pick number one. Because even though I feel bad for the troll, if we set him free, he's just going to run right into a village and probably straight up rip a human in half and eat him. So yeah, I wouldn't release dangerous monsters into my lands. I think I would go chaotic neutral. 4. This is reprehensible. I don't care how you acquired this creature. I won't tolerate such cruelty in my lands. Kill him, quickly and humanely. What's the issue? This isn't a person, it's a mindless creature who's barely capable of stringing a few words together. You kill them without a second thought, but you would deny me the right to experiment on it for the sake of science. This is barbarism. Despotism. You have no... The wizard stops abruptly. Bruh. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for the troll. This is essentially animal cruelty, but the animal is smart enough to talk. I don't feel good about this, but also, if we release him, the troll will go on a killing spree. Like, I am sure of that. There's like 2 traders outside this house. He will eat them. Deep philosophy. Yeah, kinda is. Valerie frowns. These experiments are deplorable, but the law is with him. If you are a baron, not a bandit chief, you have no right to interfere. Then call me a bandit chief if you will. Some things simply mustn't be allowed, law or no law. To my deep regret, you're right. Bartholomew, you may keep the troll. I'll let him continue his experiment, but only because you insist. Can't I just go back to the capital, make it a law that you can't experiment on a living fucking thinking beasts, and then come back to him to tell him to put him down? Okay, Valerie, I will agree, I think. 2? Yeah, I'm thinking either 2 or just... Yeah, call me a bandit chief. You can't just fucking torture animals to try to experiment to be immortal. Damn it. That's a hard choice. Is my PNG tuber working? Yeah, okay, I can see it bouncing. Yeah. Damn. I'm going to roll a dice. I have a bunch of dice here. I'm going to roll one. And based on what it falls on, I'm going to pick this option. Because I'm not sure. Okay. So, the roll was 2. So, since the roll was 2, we're picking the number 2. To my deep regret, you're right. Bartholomew, you may keep the troll. Valerie smiles at you sadly. The ruler's path is complicated, Shaggy. I admire your resolution in the face of such dilemmas. Bartholomew bows. Thank you, Your Grace. You won't regret this decision. Also him saying, you kill these things constantly. Yeah, I put them down immediately. I don't torture and starve them. I burn them with acid and break their bones. Show me the shop again. Scroll Vasadero. I don't think. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, nothing for now to buy. I might come back to grab the Headband of Intelligence later when we actually have wizards do wizard thing. Or an artificer. But for now, nobody really requires high intelligence. And I don't have money to be spending on that. Okay. And now to not get blown up by traps. There should be, yeah, Wayne is there, so...
Follow if you dare.
I believe I found something.
Very good, Tristan. Okay. So Amiri will go search this. Hopefully not blow up. There's so many traps here. No! Lika stepped on it with a half of her foot. Okay, there we go. Lindsay, oh damn it. Okay, I can move away because it's the first turn. That's good. Fuck. The late after scoop. Okay. I'm gonna delay myself to be the last one.
Quit.
That's not very good. I can't even fireball them because they are standing right in front of everybody. Okay. Amiri.
Bring it!
Damn it. That's very bad. Yeah, I'm gonna try to move away.
This will hurt.
Okay.
Stay behind me!
One down. Okay. Yeah, I think they will be okay now. Just with the normal. Just with Tristan throwing some healing in there. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, there we go. I hate this place.
Blood for Gorum!
What the? Why are bandits here? Okay, first off, Conjurer. I don't want to have an army of summoned dogs right behind me. Closest one. And he's essentially done.
Let us strike as one.
Okay, and Amiri.
Tear them apart.
I was going to say Amiri will chop him too, but apparently not.
So it's come to this.
Okay.
Cool off.
Okay, that's a fail. Yeah. That's alright. Those default attacks will be enough to take them down. Yep. Automatically take them down. Scroll, summon monster 1, some money, some trinkets. Nothing else of use. That's a dead merchant. Amulet of Agile Fists. If the wearer has the weapon finesse feat and nobody has, this amulet allows her to apply her dexterity modifier to damage roll with all unarmed natural weapons attacks. Yeah, nobody has that one. So not really that useful. Merchant's letter. My sweet Lexan, I just received a letter from you and rushed immediately to answer. I want you to get word from me as soon as you arrive in New Stetven. With all these endless travels of yours, I've become an expert on the road and settlement myself. Little Ketri asks about his father's whereabouts every night. Instead of a bedtime story, then I get a map and show him where's our gut. And these are the stolen lands. There's Brevoy, and this is the road our father is riding on right now. Then we wish you good night and go to sleep. Everything is alright here. The workers you've hired finally finished painting the walls and fixing the roof. Now, sitting at the very top of our house is the marvelous forged weathercock, and brought from Numeria. You brought from Numeria. It's perching up there and watching around. What's there behind the horizon? Maybe the master is on his way home. Ron, the baldhead, returned recently. You'd somehow missed each other in Mivon. He told a bunch of tall stories about his adventures, as he usually does. Told us there is a Hodag living in the woods in the southern Stone Lands. I almost fainted on the spot. That's the forest you pass by every time. Maybe Ron just lies. God knows he usually does. But I beg you to take care and choose the other road to skip coming near that damn forest. I'm writing this now and can't keep my tears from running. I'm just not myself without you. The only joy I have is watching little Ketri. His face and yours are as like as two peas. He even frowns just like you. You always bring me some presents, dress or shoes. Now this turquoise brooch you promised last time. But I need none of that. The only thing I need is you by my side. Safe and sound. Take care of yourself. Be back, your beloved Olika and Ketri. That's a beautiful letter. Shame I found it on this dead guy. Yeah, he's not making it back home. Extra flowers, herbs. Yeah. More bandits. Where are these bandits coming from? Yeah, blast them. Okay.
Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
Okay. Does anybody else have any curses or debuffs? No. Okay, that's good. Outside of Lindsay having the standard
Share your troubles.
cure moderate wounds on the Scooby-Doo. Very quick. And looking for Wayne. Quick looting. Wayne should be around here, I think. Yeah, he's down the road. That's looks like these bandits died after triggering a trap. Okay, that's right here. Thank you. Wine's teeth are still chattering, but he seems to be focusing better. Never run like that in my life. Now I see you scare me on purpose, making run for my life to make it to the road. We found Lexen. He's dead. Here's his brooch. Give it to his relatives so they have something to remember him by. Dead? That's awful. May Pharasma save his soul. Yes, Lexen brought this brooch for his wife. Said it was a birthday present. Thank you. I'll make sure she gets it. And thanks again for all you've done for me today. And the dialogue. And now we leave, just as we entered. Okay, so... yeah, we leave. And we are going to continue our way forward to the ruined watchtower
Resting would be nice,
and
don't
the
you think?
bandit camp I just found. Try to avoid. Evade. And quick camp. Camp camouflage is good for her. Does she have any? She doesn't have any special roles. Okay, so camp camouflage. I'm gonna do nature, polish armor, and cooking. Shepherd's pie. Yeah, +1 bonus on all saving throws is good enough. Not fatigued for extra 4 hours. I'm gonna grab that instead to travel longer.
Merciful doesn't mean spineless. In one hand, Sarenrae holds a healing light. In the other, a killing sword.
I know you are good with your little sword, and you don't run away in a fight. But after a battle, you always have that face like you just swallowed a hedgehog. What's the point of fighting if you don't enjoy it?
Good banter as always. Got food, camouflage succeed, cooking succeed. Great. Kind of feel like checking this watchtower. An ancient and half-ruined watchtower lost in the depths of the Gnarl Marches is a local point of interest and a source of inspiration for several legends in the area. These tales compete with each other, telling of the tower's construction and more popularity. Its destruction by mysterious, incomprehensible, and unusually supernatural forces. The truth is a bit more prosaic. The watchtower was built by dwarves and used to guard a local trade route, which last saw use centuries ago. Clear proof of this can be seen in the statue of Throg that stands near the foot of the watchtower. I'm already streaming longer than I planned, so Gonna go to the ruined tower, enter, and probably set myself near the entrance and finish the stream. Okay. So. Thank you for watching. And I am super tired. The stream kind of woke me up though. The streaming woke me up. I'm gonna put myself back in the corner. Get back there. Get down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good enough. I should have just Control Z. This. Never mind. I can just do this. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, especially Milo. And goodbye. See you around. And yeah. That was a nice stream. A slightly shorter one, but still, I had fun. Hope people have fun watching. Hope people have fun overall. Yeah. Goodbye. See ya. The next stream will probably be in like a day or two. Like in the day after tomorrow or the day after. Maybe even both of these days. I am not sure yet, but I want to do a bit more streaming. Because the next week I am going to have much more work at my job, so I'm gonna be too tired to stream for sure. Okay, that's probably enough of my yapping at the very end with no music and anything.